How to Distress by Airbrush, your Captain America harness and belt. After taking the picture, I realized that I needed to weather this. So, what I did was I grabbed some dark brown and a simple single action Pache airbrush. Uh, yeah, that's my weapon of choice. I can do amazing things with just a single action. Double actions are great. A lot of cleaning to do with a double action. I know that I wanted to weather it and also make it a little bit darker brown and more military. It was just really too clean for my taste. And even though I love the stealth suit looking clean, the belt just was not happening, and neither was the harness. So um, I'm over here with the single action, and I really don't have like a big plan. It's just a lot of misting, no hard lines, and of course, because I'm using acrylic based paint, Createx to be exact, um, what I'm doing is tipping the ends of it because acrylic tends to dry very quickly, and I use a lot of water in it so that um, it eases through the airbrush. Otherwise, like I said, it does dry quickly, and it gives me a lot more control of how dark and how light that I want it. And I started to realize, I said, this looks pretty kick-ass, and even using it on the belt, it's such a dark brown that it almost looks like a grayish tarnished black on the belt buckle, as you can see right there. Trying to make sure that I get some of those creases and stuff. I know different people have different techniques, and some people even think that this would ruin leather, but on the contrary, this particular paint that I use is not a shoe polish. It is an acrylic paint made for all types of fabric, including leather, which I have painted motorcycle jackets and vinyl and all kinds of different surfaces with it. It will not harm it at all, and once it's there, it's there. It's beautiful. I'm here at a natural speed, having a good time. You could see the difference. Like it's the difference between night and day. I don't want to take sandpaper and do any of that, you know, end game look. I just want to give this a more military, used look, and I'm really happy with how it's coming out so far. Go against the white background that I have and test out the paint and make sure everything is good. Okay, if the airbrush is causing too much movement, I may grab the belt and hold it in my hand. It's fairly easy if you can control an airbrush to do this. If you've never used an airbrush, I don't suggest that you this be the first thing that you use it on. Okay, so now I'm testing out more paint. I had to add more paint, and I'm on the harness, and so of course I go to the harness piece. It's people rarely look at that part of the costume, but still, and doing the same technique, light hits of it, tapping it, making sure that it's not just saturated, but tapped, so that it gives it somewhat of a worn look, but it still doesn't look like it was completely beige, which would have looked like before. And if you look at the two side by side, you can tell that there's a humongous difference right there. One looks very costumey, and the other one looks like it came out of whether an Army and Navy store or off the cinema. And I'm really digging it. This was the look exactly what I was going for. I really don't need to plan out too much. I kind of wing it because I've been doing this for so long. I'm not good with the shoe polish technique. I am good with the airbrush technique. So now I'm hitting the other side of the harness with the airbrush, real light, making sure that I get some of those creases, and I got them both hanging together. And now the bottom of the harness, and just about done with this piece, and you'll see a big difference and I'm gonna really love wearing this. I had contacted White Sheep Leather, like, hey man, you guys sent me a harness and stuff that's really light. They were like, that's the way it is. So um, actually, I'm glad that they did at this point, because I was able to give it my own touch, and against that blue that they sent is really gonna look kick ass. So yeah, test it against there, because sometimes the acrylic tends to dry. So you could see me just going down and going lower and grabbing it. It's really cool. So there you go. I airbrushed the harness, I airbrushed the belts, the pouches, and this is in pretty much in real time. There's nothing here that's been sped up or anything. If this video is 6-7 minutes, that's about how long it took me to airbrush the harness and the belt. No time at all. And like I said, if you're good with an airbrush, you can do it. If not, do not practice on your $200 accessories. Just take it to someone at your local shop or hit me up, and I'll do it for a decent price. And here it is finished, and thank you for watching. This is Rick Legendary.